Good morning. It's November the 2nd, and I'm going to head to the warehouse district this morning to Everyday Kitchen, which is a coffee shop I've gone to before. I'm going to go work there, have lunch over in that area, and then might do a second walk when I come back because I'll be going through downtown or along the edge of downtown. You can see there's frost on the cars this morning, always annoying if you have to scrape it. It's about -4. Supposed to go to +4 today, so it should be melting if I do another walk in the afternoon. But there's no big melt in the forecast, so it's getting to look increasingly like this is it, and winter has arrived. Go over here where there's fewer cars. I hope to do some writing today. Yesterday was all publishing stuff again, but I have my papers with me that I need for the writing project, which is a nonfiction book based on my interviews with authors for my podcast, The World Shapers. Got that with me. There's always publishing stuff to do, though, and there's also a poster I have to send off to the printer for West Canada Voices, my choir that I sing with. Not my choir, but a choir, self-directed choir. We have our concert on December 3rd, and the 1st and 2nd, 2 days before that, I have a concert with Regina lyric singers, which we had rehearsal last night. And then on the 10th, I'm singing with First Baptist, helping out their choir and doing a solo for their Christmas concert. All that coming up. I'm going to have to go to 1 or 2 rehearsals with them sometime soon. I should look into that in November. Tis the season, and we are getting close enough now with the snow and everything. Christmas lights can go up anytime, probably. People will be putting them up or turning them on. We still have jack-o'-lanterns on our front step, frozen ones. So, like all my walks, this will start by taking me to Albert Street. I don't have to go up Albert, but what I do at some point. Could walk up Angus here, but it's harder to cross the road, so I think I'll probably just walk up Albert, but go a little further than I normally do. And I could go up on either side, so I'll just cross whenever it makes sense. I have to go up under the CP railway bridge, and then the other side of that is the warehouse district. It's a gray day. I don't know if this looks like there's some blue sky up there, so oh yeah, partly cloudy. The sun will come out later. Bet your bottom dollar that later there'll be sun. Church of Christ. Scientist originally, now Unitarian Center. I know it mainly as a venue for the Fringe. I've never been to a show there, but I know they use it sometimes. Alright, the familiar walk over to Albert Street. Kids coming the other way, headed to school behind me. Pheasant School, I still call it Davin and always will. See, the sun is low. If I walk first thing in the morning, it'll be dark soon. Even today, the sun would barely have been up if I'd done it first thing this morning. Just changed, so we'll go this way. just a long straight walk up Albert Street till we get to Dudney. Actually, one street beyond Dudney, 8th, I guess that is where Everyday Kitchen is. Past the Royal Saskatchewan Museum building that used to be Saskatchewan Government Telephones, now full of laboratories and fossils and scientists. That's where my wedding ring was made, over there. It used to be a very close goldsmith was in there. Leopold's Tavern. I have worked in there once or twice, but it's too small and noisy. That's not a good place for working. Thai Garden is really close, but I've only eaten it there maybe 3 times in all the years I've lived here. We always go to Viet Thai, which is further up on this side of the street. But we can. Right, I guess. Cross Albert whenever the lights lend themselves to that. And we'll see what happens as I'm crossing here. It changes when I'm halfway across. I'll cross here, otherwise I'll keep going. Oh, this is going to work out. It's okay, we'll cross to the other side here. So the sidewalks along Albert tend to be more melted, less ice to run into. Past Studios over there, my daughter danced and worked. I don't really know what the building is next to them. Some sort of residence, but I think it's like a halfway house kind of thing, but I'm not sure. Natural Cleaners, never been in there. Not our dry cleaner. We go to a different one further up the street. I guess that's a lawyer. I don't know. A checking company. Lawyers, accountants, something. This had a coffee shop in it and is going to have a bakery in it. See by the signs. Pilates studio. We're going there to exercise, I think. That old house over there has been a restaurant for a long time. Currently, Lanco Cantina. This is the Braemar apartment building. See City Hall over there to my right, sticking up, and the gold building further on is SGI, Saskatchewan Government Insurance. That's First Presbyterian Church over there, where, as I always mention, we were married 26 years and a bit ago now. Ah, yes, I remember well. I hope. It's not a bad place to jaywalk as long as you won't hit the left turn signal coming the other way. This part never is melted or cleared. There's an empty lot here. I think there was a bowling alley there when I first moved to Regina, but long gone. There hasn't been anything there since. Is that? Yeah, it's currently -4 Raymond in height. -4 Celsius. Cat Cafe over there. Supposed to go to +4 today though, so that's warmer than it has been for quite some time. Long range forecast is just hovering around freezing one side or the other most days. Right next to the Chamber of Commerce. Next to the Indian Bistro, who apparently suffered some window damage. don't know if they're open. They have a very closed look now. They've gone out of business. The sushi place here is still open. That's pretty good. And yeah, karaoke upstairs. Not that I've ever done. This is the strip mall over there. The tall building there is Viterra, which is Saskatchewan Wheat Pool. This is number 1 fire hall on this side. As you come up to 13th Avenue, there's Viet Thai. That's our favorite fast Asian food place in the neighborhood. Although for Chinese food, we go to, what's it called? I always get it mixed up with one in Weyburn. I want to call it Golden Palace, but I think that might be the name of the one in Weyburn. Keeper Social Hall I go into once in a while. Not as often as I used to. I've been less happy with them for a while. Credit union to my right. So with 1,007, I think, last time I looked, subscribers, I am monetized, although not during the live walks, because I use this streaming software. But if I don't use the streaming software, if I just use YouTube's interface, it can't be, I can't read the comments. They kind of go too fast, and they appear all over top of each other, so they were just a jumble. So it doesn't get monetized till it's archived. Not that I think there'd be people trying to give me super chats while I walked. $10 here or whatever. But it would be nice to have that opportunity, so I need to do some more looking at that. For some reason, even though I've got it set to automatically monetize anything that I post live, it doesn't do it with the streaming software, so I may have to take another look at that, see if I can figure out how to make that happen. Anyway, I've made, I'll have you know, in the last week, something like $2.60 last time I looked, so pushing $3. Like I said, it might give me a press here still if I move fast enough. Might actually buy me a cup of coffee soon. Well, buy me one now, but not at a fancy coffee place. Maybe a petrol can. I could get one. It's also Credit Union over here. Different. That's Credit Union Central back there on the right. This is Connexus Credit Union here. Another empty lot. Supposed to have it tallest building in Regina built there. It never happened. They dug the hole. It's set for a while and they filled it back in again. Here's our dry cleaner, Greg's. This is where we take all our stuff. Vietnamese restaurant up here that I'm pretty sure I got food poisoning at once, so that's been kind of an incentive not to go back. I think they may be closed last time I walked by. Oh, they still have signs up, maybe not. No, the windows are all blocked, so yeah, I'd say they're closed permanently. So I'm not bad-mouthing a existing business. Used to get passports over there, but not anymore. Used to take my mother-in-law to doctor's appointments in this building. Maybe I was up there for one too. It's got specialists in it. these lights aren't going, so not an emergency. The lights have really worked for me well here. I hardly had to stop at an intersection. As is that tall one there. There's a very weird, tall, skinny building next, and I have no idea what it was originally. Nothing ever seems to stick in there. I think it was a tattoo parlor for a while. I think it still is. I haven't looked recently. It's just an odd building. I don't know, it's a place where they have discount stuff, but the building is available for lease. I don't know why, it just has never worked for anybody. This is pretty new. When I first moved here, and for many years after, there was a movie theater here. There were many shows in. First time I saw Return of the Jedi, no, I think that was over in another theater that's not there anymore too. Anyway, went to lots of shows here, but gone now. On the next corner, there was a coffee shop for a while, one of our first kind of hip coffee shops. I mean, it really felt pretentious. This was the early days. This was in the 90s. Like people with goatees and kind of hipster vibe. Now it's a print company, I think. Yeah, Flow Print, that's what it's called. Burger King over there. Used car place up there. I was in there. Did I sell a car or try to sell a car there? I don't remember why I was in there. Oh, well, this one is still green too, so good luck. Get across here. So that's looking up Saskatchewan Drive. Rail yards over there. Wow, I think I've hit a green light at every intersection. This is the main CP transcontinental rail line here. We're under the bridge. Here, but it doesn't stop the graffiti vandals from doing their thing. The idea is that it would, but people who are going to spray on other people's walls couldn't care less. I have no use for graffiti vandals. Now, Taylor Fields used to be down there, but it's gone now. We have Mosaic Stadium, which is further down, kind of below the hills. You can't really see it from here. The big stadium is the dome, way down there on the left. One of the Saskatchewan Roughriders who unfortunately destroyed their season after winning against Winnipeg at the Labor Day Classic, which was very exciting. They then lost every game thereafter and did not make the playoffs. So that coach is gone. Patrick Dickinson. I've never been in that collectible store there. Pop store. My daughter's dance studio was there for quite a while after their original place Like when we close to him, we're up here at Everyday Kitchen, burned down. Destroyed a lot of one-of-a-kind ballet costumes. It was quite devastating. But they survived, and now they're in that other place I pointed out further down. So I used to come across this intersection a lot because there was, I don't know if there still is, I think there is, a Subway in this building. This was originally a superstore, but then it's been this for a long time, various offices and things. It has a Starbucks in it, and I think the Subway's still there. Anyway, I used to come over here quite often to get a sandwich for Alice while she was at dance rehearsal. It's quite often, she'd be there for hours. Down there. It's a hotel over there. I still think of this as the new keg, but it's been here for years now. I've only ever been in it once. I have nothing against the keg, it's just not our first choice of places to. Music store over there. Physiotherapy clinic. My daughter's working towards being a physiotherapist. Although she wants to work with dancers, probably. She can make that happen. That's her goal. One more intersection, well, two actually, to cross. There's a Subway. That's not the one I used to get sandwiches for my daughter from. I don't know. This is usually a long light, so I might make this one too. We'll see. It's a little ways from it. It's been a McDonald's over there forever, but the building has changed more than once. Getting quite warm. 17, 18, 15, 14. I should still make it if I move quick. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And I made it. I'm not going to go this way. I'm going to go this way now along Duty, and then up a block somewhere else. Regina Pats is our Western Hockey League team. That's their business office. We're on the wrong side of the tracks. We have to get over the tracks up there, and I have to go up a block. A reasonably new hotel. About the only thing that's happened in the whole rail yard redevelopment space. Soon more stuff will come eventually over there. I'm going to go up here, maybe even walk along the rail line, assuming there's no trains coming. There, silhouetted against the sun, is the, I guess it's a Delta. That's the tallest building in Regina. Oh, there's a sushi place opening here. Don't know if it's open yet or not. There's been a couple of things in here. Don's photo over there. Still by film. That looks like. Is it open? It might be. I don't know if if we'll ever try it, but it looks like it's open. There's a lot of snow along the rail line. Maybe I won't actually walk along it, I don't think. We got to go up one more block that way. Of course, you look this way, you're looking at downtown, and if you look straight down the track, it leads directly to the Legislative Building Dome, which is when the tornado hit in 1912, it basically came straight from there right down here and tore the top part off of this building and then carried on that way for a ways. 20-some people killed, and that's the worst tornado disaster in Canadian history. I was part of the centennial commemoration for it. Now, I could go here to Rude Awakening, but I'd rather go over to Everyday Kitchen. So we will turn down the next street. Nothing wrong with Rude Awakening, but I mean, that's what I go to downtown, is a Rude Awakening. Get this great view of downtown from here once you get past the gotta get past that and get a minute there. That's pretty cool. The other side has a better sidewalk, so let's go over there. It's not great, but not really a pedestrian area very much. If I go down the alley, I probably would come to a better sidewalk on the next block. So I might do that. It looks like it's clear, so I can walk along the pavement there and icy down at the end. That's the back of the building that Bushwhackers is in, which is where I'll probably be having lunch. Well, not that one, that one is straight ahead. This one is something else. Used to be a upholsterer in there that we had something done by, but I think she's moved on or is gone. That was quite a while ago. Oh, actually, I was wrong. This is the Bushwhackers building. This is on the wrong side of the street. Saskatchewan. My wife's up there somewhere if you want to wave to her behind those tinted windows. There's still remnants of the old residential area that this was, but it's mostly gone now. But there's a few old houses like that one with the kind of the barn style roof on it. It would be an old house, and I think it's still a house. So there's a few down here that at one point this was a big residential area for people who worked in the warehouses back in the boom years, early 20th century, when all the homesteaders were coming in, and this place would have been bustling with people buying what they needed for their homesteads. But so that's an old house. Mostly though now it's businesses and sort of. across here. That is actually where Alice's dance studio was before it burned down. Getting close now. It's amazing how often you come to an alley and there's a car coming. I didn't think it would happen all that often. I'm getting quite warm. That's a very old building. I have done like lead walks in this neighborhood, but it's been a while, so I don't remember all the details. That was a fire hall there one time. And this one is actually designed to have rail cars go right inside the building, but the spur lines are all gone. Here, I believe, is my coffee shop I'm headed to, so you can see the little sign that says Everyday Kitchen. So we'll stop here with a view down the alley to downtown, and I might walk again later, we'll see, but thanks for walking with me so far, and subscribe if you haven't. Bye for now.